There you go. How's that coffee, huh? It's good. Okay. So I just got back from touring with a buyer, and this buyer is great. They want to buy pre-sale, but we've been having a lot of conversations about, should I buy now or should I wait? The rates are super high right now. If I wait, will the rates be lower? Will that be better for me? And, that's a really interesting conversation because yes, the rates will be lower, but guess what? You're probably going to have more competition because that's a natural progression. Rates go down, more buyers come in the market, prices go up, multiple offers. Now, that said, it's interesting because I'm also having the same anxious conversations with my sellers who are calling me and saying, if I list my house, are there any buyers out there to buy them or to buy my house? If I've only owned my house for a few years, am I going to make any money selling it right now? And I only have a 2.875 interest rate on my house. Why should I consider selling? Which, can I tell you, that's the conversation Chavi and I have every single day. Because if it were me, I would love to sell Shea Diva, but I can't give up that 2.875 interest rate. So there's anxiety on buyer side and seller side in this market. Now, to answer the question to my buyer, should I wait or not wait? Well, here's my point. Interest rates come and go. There's no staticness in the market. In fact, here's a chart of where the interest rates have been from the time I started real estate to today. Hold on. So let's talk about when I first got into real estate. I started real estate in 1999, but I really didn't get hardcore in the game till 2000. In 2000, the rates were at 8%. That's the rate that that we bought our first house at, 8%. And then they bumped around, they got to 6, and they came down around the 5s in the recession. And then this is the beauty mark where people were buying houses at 3.5, 3, 2.875, and whoop, back up to 8. And now, well, we're at 7.25%. I really need a sip of coffee before I continue this conversation. Love Coffeeholic. Look, if you really want some numbers, just read the blog. There's a whole bunch of data in there, but don't tell Chavi that I kind of think that blog is going to be a little boring. But you know what? Some people love numbers. Well, this is Kim with Team Diva at Cole Baker Bain saying, ciao for now.